many of the people who reach for Nigeria today come from poor homes. Many of the rich people today, Shena Obasanjo, which money Obasanjo Papa gets, we spend less today on public education than we did 30 years ago, 20 years ago. Every year, it is less per capita. Whereas the children that have to be educated in Nigeria today are more than the children in 1975. So how come the government thinks it has to spend less? Because it has been lobbied to do so.
Tó ara ò ní tán lé alára o, a tún ti gbé mi ìdè gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìṣe tiwa. Èyí tí mo wá gbédè yìí ọ̀rọ̀ tó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ láwọn agbègbè àti láwọn ìpínlẹ̀ kọ̀ọ̀kan ni. Bó bá ti ya yín àròyẹnu tèmi kọ́ lẹ fẹ́ gbọ́, ẹ já lọ gbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu àwọn tó ní ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ yìí. Bàbá wa padà dé ká tẹ̀síwájú.
Yeah, but I want to talk about Nigeria and its youth. You know, this country and the young people with it here. How does Nigeria treat young people here? What is the relationship between the Nigerian state? What is the relationship between our state and our young people? What is the premise of the relationship? Is it based on mutual love, respect, you know, or is one based on oppression, domination? How do we get the best out of our young people? You know, one thing I learned when I young, they say every youth they look up to someone they look up to an elder. Generally, the elder might not even be from their own house. You understand? The elder with the youth they look up to might not generally be from that person's own family. It might be somebody outside, but most young people want to be like there's an elder out there they look up to. Somebody there out there where they do something. Some people that inside their house, maybe like their senior brother or senior sister, where the person them won't be like. Trust me. No matter how rebellious, that rebellious behavior going from small elder in the scene. I say, hey, like inside them, the model himself. And generally, we know they set good example for them. Generally speaking. You know, we know they set good example, and the state, the Nigerian state, they relate with young people the way the colonial system relate to us as African people. Which don't happen now, we say our states don't replace the colonial system. Our state now treats the young people of Nigeria, you know, like the colonialists were treating all black people. For this world, not be all children will be inventors. We will do something great. We will say they will do something. Everybody will remember them. Not be all the children for this world will be like that. Most children in the world will only be here to make the world better in their own special way. Not be in a way where go stand out. It's not everybody that will stand out. It's not everybody that will invent something. It's not everybody that will create something. No. Other people will just be able to use that tool to also make the world better. But waiting be the mistake where our state they make. You say many young people here, the state no they assist them. So we don't understand we miss out on many of the young people wey suppose stand out. You understand? Because the playing field is not level. Most of our young people are not being put through the things wey go make us say, okay, look this one, look this one, look this one, only for entertainment maybe, but I'm talking all the other fields that our children can be great, all the other fields that we can find stand out young people that can assist our country to develop. But for that to happen, the state itself must have the idea, say it won't develop, right? The state must have the idea, say I want to develop. In that way, then they can be seeing young people that can assist that kind of idea, if we enter that kind of system. Our state rather just scare young people. Young people in Nigeria are generally just scared. Yes, that's the relationship between the state and its youth. Is one of fear the state. Young people for Nigeria no see the state as something wey be say is there to help them become their best. We feel like, we believe the lies that have been told about us. We believe the lies. So everybody is a criminal. So if police see any group of African young people, if police see Nigerian youth just there, automatically everybody is a criminal. That first, they are relating to you from the point of, okay, you are a criminal. Prove to us that you are not a criminal. Prove to us that you are not a criminal. That's how the state relates with young people. And nothing good can come from such a relationship, where all young people from Nigeria are just painted with one broad stroke and whatever. Yeah. So, that being said, I'm doing this live not really because I won't tell you what you know already. I'm doing this live because I won't paint picture of how I feel, say the Nigerian state need to behave to bring out the best out of the Nigerian youth. I repeat, I'm not going to say this to tell you anything you know already. Say, police, they beat people, in the school, no good. This one, I won't discuss the things what I feel, say the state need to do to improve that relationship. And first and foremost is the education of young people. I feel say if Nigeria is serious about in future, if to say the men where they rule this country, the men and women where they rule and control Nigeria, they serious about the future of Nigeria, they want make Nigeria move forward, many of them will show love to the mind of young people. There will be a lot of investments in developing the potential of young people, in the mental capacity. There will be a lot of investments in the mental capacity of young people. You understand? The investment in our education now will show that relationship. And I'll bring public education to the spotlight here. The reason why I know that that relationship no exists, say the state, because when we say the state, after that is said and done, there are a certain class of people that run the state. There are no poor people in the Nigerian government. I repeat, there are no poor people in the Nigerian government. The governance of Nigeria don't they hijacked by one class of Nigerians. Only the rich, the so-called elites, the bourgeoisie, they control the state. Now, how do you create a state where both those that are not in your class, that are poor and middle class, working people, poor people, how do we understand that we are in this together, that we are trying to grow together to build fences through these class divides? That these classes, even though the economics of life has placed us apart from each other, right? But forget that one. We share a common purpose. We share a common goal. I need you. You need me. The first step of that is in education, and it is through public education. If you look, many of them today, where they meet, many of the people who reach for Nigeria today come from poor homes. Many of the rich people today, Shena Obasanjo ni, which money Obasanjo papa gets? Yar'Adua ni, Buhari ni. Go and look at all these big soldier men that became politicians. What's their background? Look at the politicians gone that are politicians, that were civilian politicians, the businessmen. What were their backgrounds? Jonathan at least tell us who had. Jonathan say, I had no shoe. Rich man pikin, they walk out without shoe. Rich man pikin, they walk out without shoe. Many of the Lagos big boys today, the elitists, everybody mixing, where they meet themselves. Ask, may they tell us, read their, many of them met in the public schools of Nigeria. St. Finbar's College, St. Gregory's College, King's College, Ogbomoso, Abeokuta Boys Grammar School, Abeokuta Girls Grammar School. All these public schools, right? Now all of them go. Hence, they are even more united than us in our generation today, that were raised under the plan that they made in their bonding in these schools. The tertiary institutions, these universities, if the rich people of Nigeria were in alignment with us, that we are together in Nigeria, we all see ourselves as Nigerians, the public schools in Nigeria will be working, because that is where the classes mix. Now, for inside our school, Dangote children and shoemaker children suppose they meet and become friends and share ideas and build that national unity, that love for ourselves through tribe, through it happens in public schools. The divestment of our elite. See, because look, I tell you something. No? Nothing comes from nothing. No? Nothing comes from nothing. You have to always understand that. If our public schools be like this, it is not because of nothing. It is because the rich people of Nigeria have lobbied these elites that revolve around government. They have brothers in government and sisters in private sector, uncles in government and aunties in private sector, brothers in government, sisters in private sector, fathers in government, mothers in private sector. Everything is mixed, so mixed. It is the lobbying of this class, this singular class, that controls the government. They lobby the government to divest from public education. Nigeria spent more, we spend less today on public education than we did 30 years ago, 20 years ago. Every year, it is less per capita. What Nigeria spent on public education in 1975 is way more than what it spends on public education today. Whereas the children that have to be educated in Nigeria today are more than the children in 1975. So how come the government thinks it has to spend less? Because it has been lobbied to do so. It has been allowed that this same class of people will create private educational institutions. Hence, they are showing that they don't want anything to do with your children. The educational system is the first mistake in the relationship. Don't get me wrong, everywhere in the world, there are all these private elitist school. Private elite, that one is for the 1% of the 1%. There's nowhere in the world that those 1% are part of their country. Go anywhere in this world, look at the internal workings of this capitalist society. Even in China, what is the fight that Xi Jinping is fighting in China today? The 1% of the 1% will hold the bar pass for China. They don't want to do this social thing with China. This socialist, all of them are also hiding money, shipping their money abroad. They stash money for house, just like Nigerian rich people. American people, they are all the same. This 1% of the 1%. I'm not talking about those highest ones. So you find that in those countries there are maybe 10 of this kind of private school, 6 of this kind of private school, 5, they plenty. Because only very few can even afford to go there. Only few can afford. But the rest of us can go to the same schools, mix with ourselves. That's what SEUN Kuti. There's a high school on my street. Okpebi's high school. They're my street. My daughter will never go there. But if this country, they were investing in that school the way they should, be investing our taxpayer money, our resources money, my daughter and the gate man of my street, or when they work security, now that school is supposed they meet, they become friends. Now it's that kind of place they go meet up, they go become friends. That's how you build national camaraderie all over the world. People like that will go to mix inside these public education spaces. If you look at the political development of Nigeria, so much was achieved through student movement in the universities. These children who don't go through primary school together, go through secondary school together, they become adults inside the tertiary institutions, the universities, the polytechnics, the training colleges. These children that have gone through all these schools, they become adults together. That's why in the 70s, 80s, 90s, Nigeria, a lot of political movement, organization happened within the walls of our universities. The student movement was strong, camaraderie was strong. What was the response to that? Because that has to be broken also. What we confraternity that one university. A place where students are supposed to now, as adults, come together. Because they now understand. Okay, we can separate them primary, we can separate them secondary, private secondary. Now, private universities say don't they? But our economic system, and this is important, this part is important. Our economic system will not make those schools viable if they price it out of everybody's reach, the private university. So they can be a chance go there for that kind of place for us to still mix. Even on a private university, people will get money where and people with their parents, they struggle to send them there, go still there. Public university, rich people will still there because we need that. Everybody will still, they understand that one. So inside that one, they must put on that structure of division to show this lack of camaraderie, to separate their destinies from our destiny. It is very important for them to bastardize public education, because public education is the place that national identity, national will, ideas, everything, ideology is formed, cohesiveness. Now because we don't play with ourselves from primary school, play with ourselves from secondary school. This is the only. Oh, Charles Odogi, no verse. Let me remove you from my life. Charles, sorry, eh? Yeah, it's talk that we talk. Charles say this is what black activists do. We just talk, you know? But don't remove her for the live. Because, I mean, since we are just talking here and obviously doesn't like talking, you know? People that don't like talking that talk. He said, no, just, I need to is talking new. He no look, say, what I did do, he no like her. May he begin investigate my address. Find my address. Take taxi, come my house, enter my house. Give me hot slap. Say, why are you talking? Show action. No, he said call talk to say, why am I talking? I don't like such people. So I don't excuse her. I tell you, anybody that says talking is not good is anti-dialogical. They are not about anything. They are not about anything. Whatever is happening, you know the way when you get girlfriend. When you get girlfriend, when you are they call it talking stage. Gen Z, they say that talking stage. So we are in talking stage. Nigeria problem. We are in talking stage. You know why we are in talking stage? Because talking stage is planning stage. How can you want to act without planning? How can you plan without talking? You see, this is why I know say people they say you just they talk. Where is the action? They are not ready. Because if you're ready, you can call your child they talk. Then you will tell me your own. They will talk. That's how we are organizing. We are all here to organize. I want to organize the people. You know. I want to organize because for talking we go plan. Anything we want to do, we must plan now. Whatever the solution, whatever action we want to take must be planned. And planning is by talking. We must communicate the plan. It's people that don't have plan. We just want to kill you now. They say, I better forget talking. Let's just always talk. Don't grieve for them. Don't grieve for them. We are in talking stage. Let them understand. We are in talking stage. We are in talking stage, oh. We don't put movement of the people there for how many years? It has not become a mass movement anymore. We cannot lose track of which are the discourse. So yeah, public education. Public education. The destruction of public education are one of the mistakes of the Nigerian state towards the Nigerian youth. That's why Nigerian youth will not really get that, bond. Many of us know get private school children day, public school children day. Children if we grow up for the same area, they're not gonna know themselves. Yeah. Children will grow up for the same street for Nigeria today. They're not gonna know themselves. They're not gonna know themselves. More now forget this guy what they talk. Nigerians when they say they hate talking, but every day they are praying. Not be talking and they pray. You know they pray for over 2,000 years when Jesus don't go. You have been praying. Allah don't Muhammad don't go. How many years they pray, they do KU, they do everything, talk. Allah, Jesus. You never that talk, you never tire on. You are still talking of prayer. But when it comes to revolutionary talk, when it comes to revolutionary talk, the real talk, that one I go say, where you are talking too much, that lie. We never talk rich. We never talk rich. Because you people have been talking in church and mosque for 2,000 years. No, more 600 and something years now. You don't reach 700 years, 600 and something years. They be talking in church, 700 mosque. 700 years of talking. We Pan-Africanists, we revolutionaries. We Pan-Africanist revolutionaries, we have only been talking for about, since when? When did we start talk? 1960. 1960, be la bere oro. 1960, la bere oro, be back. They say we don't talk. We don't talk for church, so they don't even talk to the talk. Now they talk in tongues. Nigeria not talk rich, Nigeria not talk matter rich. Yet, nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. So, next step. There's no training for our youth. Because of this lack of investment in public education, African youth cannot be. And what do I mean by say African youth cannot be? We cannot be astronauts. Say, you know, good make some Nigerian children won't go space. Although me, I don't believe in space, all this space, where people they go. What it concern us for space? The space of Earth, as Earth big reach like this, you know, do us, abi? We want to destroy it so that we can go to space. We don't deceive when I say you go to Mars. You go to the same Elon Musk. When they thought say won't carry humanity to Mars, is building a bunker with 25 years lifetime supply. Jeff Bezos is building bunker. Zuckerberg is building bunker. All of them are building survival bunkers, but they are telling the world that we should not worry about how they are destroying our environment with their greedy capitalist practices. That don't worry, they have some spaceship. They are building rockets. That they have found water on Mars. That you, and you Africans, so we say, many of una generally daily, they work as guy men. They use story, collect money for people hand. Story where they say nobody will break collect. Your father, now the minister of one place, police they find him. He keep 30 million euro for Swiss bank account. You now need this person. Incredible story. You take and collect money. Person say, go come give you this kind of story. Say, he see water for Mars. He go done they do spaceship. Make you no worry. Make you just the letter they take all our resources. They destroy the world. He go carry you go Mars. You go there for Mars. You go there alright. And I say just they African people that just gawk this kind. That just because now Yibo Abi. Because now Yibo Abi. Now, so when COVID come outside, Madagascar say they do vaccine, say they do medicine. Only about 3,000 people die for Madagascar. When they use Madagascar, give their people, that African island, Madagascar. 3,000 people die. People survive, 3,000 people die from that Madagascar medicine. All the whole African, even Daddy Freeze that time, me and Daddy Freeze even get back and forth based on the issue. Say nobody believe the Madagascar medicine. They cast the whole Madagascar. It don't make all Africans take that Madagascar on JJO. Or you can't release their own. How many millions die? How many millions are still dying from the Igbo vaccine? I swear down, all the people will come as a can't catch that Madagascar vaccine. Nobody cast the Igbo vaccine. I can't want to say, we be Mugu like this. We be Mugu. Oyibo vaccine, people know, everybody knows still die. In fact, when you can't take the vaccine, go now the COVID, you can't bless it, won't kill you, go save. Anyway, so now our children cannot be as African children. Ordinary to become professional African footballers. Just me I keep sports for next and the next because we need to do sports, we need to do health. Maybe I'm not going to do this live at once because it's too long. It go too long. Because now one by one, I won't break all this thing down. Even reach this gambling and why did they make una gamble? There's a reason for it. There's a reason. So now, young people must be able to look at the world, this world where we dey like this, and aspire. We are not there in the field of computer chips. Computer chip, people say now they control everything. All this computer chip now, everybody. Although all the all the resources where they need to make these things, now our country they our country. Our young children cannot do it. They cannot be making computer chip. They cannot be doing what do they call that? Robotics engineering. They cannot be doing anything. No. Because of their own disinvestment from the destiny of their own country, they believe in other countries that are not their own. Their job is to make African young people they disillusioned among ourselves first by the, I don't explain that, from the public school. So we don't like each other, we don't know each other, nobody send each other, everybody is based on their class, which school. Fuck that shit. It's gone. We cannot really mix the way we are supposed to. Then they want to then the next step is to divorce you from your country. You understand what I'm saying? This country, and they give them everything they get to. Those things where them believe say they get belong to all of us. How does one now make you not care? So you must now believe. Say those things not be your own. And how will you believe that the things in your country that are yours are not your own? You must hate your country. You must have hate for your country. Because trust me, if you really hate something, you don't want anything from that person. If you see they do all these guys say you hate some person, they see him, but because the person get money, they greet him. You go give him money, they greet him. You never hate the person. You are just prejudiced. You are still prejudiced. Your mind, you never zero hate. If you hate something, say, you will never want anything from that thing. So the job is to make sure that young people hate Nigeria. So low-key, they have succeeded in that level. Say we hate our country. Hence, whatever our country get to offer us, or more we no want, we no send. We won't face anything we feel get for ourselves. That's dance. So it means say we no hate Tinubu. You know, they mad me. Why Nigeria go they lie say they hate Tinubu? Why not go they lie that kind of lie? Me, nobody see. No Nigerian truly hates their oppressor. No Nigerian truly hates their oppressor. No, come on. If I hate them, then come on. Who hates Tinubu? Who hates which Tinubu? Hates low. You might say you don't like him. Say you don't like him. Say you don't like him. I don't like Tinubu. I will believe say you don't like him. But say you hate him, na lie. Na lie. You hate gay. Nothing they won't do when I want hate them. Don't say nothing they won't do when I feel hate them, because all of them won't be like them. That's the cocoa. That's the cocoa. That's the cocoa. You want to be like them because they hate the country. Now Nigeria, all of us hate together. You want to get to the level of that their own hatred of Nigeria. Is the competition of hating Nigeria, and all of that take bond. The bonding between Nigerians and their politicians is in the hatred of Nigeria. Nigerians hate Nigeria. Nigerian politicians hate Nigeria. But Nigerian politicians hate Nigeria more than Nigerians hate Nigeria. So due to their hatred of Nigeria more than Nigerians hate Nigeria, they are getting more of the benefit that comes from hating Nigeria more than the Nigerians are getting the benefit. So the Nigerians now want to hate Nigeria as much as the politicians hate Nigeria, so that they can. So many people just want to be, So they don't like. You cannot like your competition. I understand if you don't like Tinubu. 100% don't like Tinubu. I understand. Because low-key, you cannot like your competition. I cannot be competing with you and then I say I like you. Now lie. Now lie. Na lie. And no matter what you that say, it shows it. If I give any Nigerian man now or woman $1 million, we say no say he go he will become a politician tomorrow, not by going into politics, but by lifestyle. First thing we will collect a siren and police to guard. If you talk to any, I will lock you up. He will now like politics immediately. Any money we get, that's why see whatever we achieve as Nigerians, we put small money for our pocket. Any money we will just dey gather, now to be more to gain more like be more like politician. The more like I don't know, be like a game. Maybe I will invent do one video game. We want one Nigeria boy will be what I will call the video game. Say who any game developers in the house. Let's discuss. It will be like Grand Theft Auto. You go start like like boy for streets. All the way to you come all the way you go hustle. You come be like Olu. You go hustle. You become commissioner. You go hustle. It could be mad game. It could be mad game. So I mean that's basically like the game all of us do play. Like so anybody you see like that, you hold small bar. You could just add something to your life. You could make her be like politician. Anything politician they do now himself will do small for himself. Will do small for himself. Small by small, the way the money reach, the more the money, the more like politician it be. You dey craze? Name any big Nigerian musician. Name any big, as in the big Nigerian wey hold bar. When they show, if Tinubu self show and that star self show, now the same thing show. Now they crazy. It don't reach the level. Call any banker, any rich banker, wey be MD of any bank for Nigeria. Anywhere where they go, as they move, if a governor self they move, it's the same movement. Are they lie? Shey are they lie? Show me. So it's level by level. All of us dey. So nobody can come and now tell me say I hate Nigerian politicians. They mad me. That's gaslighting, as the Gen Z will say. You are gaslighting me. You know, if you don't like them because of the competition. You want them to say me I like anybody for Man City or I like Manchester United. With me, I be Arsenal fan. I beg. There's no love there. There's no. I think they even smile. All my friends will be. Okay, imagine that. As I be Arsenal fan, my friend a Man U fan. Weekend come. We are not playing each other. Arsenal and Man U don't get match. Arsenal they play your own match. Man U they play your own match. For my mind, I suppose one make Man U win now so my friend can be happy this weekend. Right? I should be thinking, if Arsenal win, make Man U self win. So me and my friend, we will get happy mind. We will be happy and jovial. Now lie, yo. Now lie. That's what competition is, bro. Now lie. Even though Arsenal win, I won't make Man U lose so that my friend can be sad. I don't know why. That's that fucking competitive spirit. His spirit is evil, bro. The spirit is evil. I don't win my match. I'm happy. My friend team is not playing my team. In fact, Man U is not even fighting for what I'm fighting for this season. So far away. But there's no way I want him to be happy. There's no way that in my heart of heart, they play the match. Me and the tell her say, Man U go win. I want Man U win. Now lie. Now lie. Kodenu. Oh my God. Competition is bad. It's just a bad thing. It's just a bad thing. I'm sorry to say. Anyway, it's good for sports, but it's not good in life. Competition is not good in life, for sure. So that relationship. Now, for that relationship to be better, we need proper investment in our public educational system. Vast investment from both the private and public sector. Now, we not say make people who don't do education needs, we won't get private institutions, we get their... Yes! Fine. But our public educational system must be able to compete with any school in the world. But we as Nigerians, we accept, make people, we carry their children, come out from those institutions, they in charge. It should be law in this country. So these are the, which are they discuss with now, the ways where our government can show our youth, give our youth a future, show our youth that their future is tied to the destiny of their nation, hereby bringing love to the nation, so that the young people of Nigeria can love their country. But they don't want you to love your country, so that even if you can't get gift, you can't see your talent out of all this where they try to suppress that talent, you will go and give it to their countries that they love, to those countries where they have put the destiny, that they have tied their own destiny and the destiny of their children. You understand what I'm saying? Now those countries, they won't make we also love. And even if you don't love it, you should be willing to serve those countries. So if you be historian, let's say you are talented in telling stories, and you decide to study history, to learn our history and tell it to our people in ways that they can understand, in entertaining ways, you know, there's no future for you in Nigeria. You must go and work for BBC, where will pay for your documentaries to be made or sponsor your research. Either that, or you stay in Nigeria and become boy to any of the European NGOs that want to give you grants to tell African story. Will they allow you tell African story when no suit or you go pay the money? They don't go agree that one. So that's how many of our stories they lost. Many of our young people won't tell our story to us. That's why the story they corrupted, they biased. Does not go deep enough to enlighten us, because our elite refuse to invest. How about a philosopher? Now they try to tell me now, say the way this our country be like this doesn't need its philosophers. This country don't need philosophers to elevate the mind of our people, to raise their consciousness. Say philosophy is not important for this Nigeria, to show us new ways to do things, to inspire our morality, the ethical, the unethical. What are they talking ethical? By a millennium, where the ethical, the unethical behavior of in our society by our elites is because of the lack of philosophers in our society. Where the investment in the education to bring out such minds. Philosopher is the content creator now. Some kind of philosophy where they hear inside content creation go do university level law. Philosopher is the content creator. Ideas have become jokes. Theories where we supposed to investigate. Because what is a theory? You know, it's just an idea where it deserves investigation, whether there is truth inside. Hypothesis. Now for inside content creation, they lost. See, we're supposed to make country go, okay, yeah, maybe $3 million. So in Kotomo is so. Hypothesis to soil. Let's see if there's something deeper. Let's develop a theory. Let's, let's share it now. Except that philosopher leaves Nigeria and go and become New York Times bestseller. or something. Yeah. You don't play tennis finish. Yeah. So, I mean, those are even social science. How about technological science? Robotics engineer. Robotics engineer, you to the gate man, to the driver, PA. You go want build robot for Nigeria. You are somebody who to DPA for life. PA who is so because they go even the vest. They go even the vest. Eh? They also real estate agents with big nyash and chefs with big nyash and big breasts. Now in full everywhere. You look here, real estate, big nyash. You look here, chef, big breasts. Everywhere. Ah! Position me. Content creator. Everybody, real estate, everybody, chef, everybody, tailor, everybody, event planner. It's only for you here. How can such young people love the country that is doing that to them? Yes, we all smile and laugh. We will enjoy them because we don't get choice. Many of them will come outside, they do their content, they laugh, they do their interview, they do like say they are satisfied with their life. But trust me, I don't think anybody read law finish. All that stress to pass the bar, to pass by exam, come outside, no see opportunity, come begin they do tailor. Now when they sew cloth for your hand, they give them 500,000 per agbada. He buy car, he buy Benz, he build house, they smile with you now. Now say he dey happy. He dey happy. Oh. He's very happy. He's very happy. When we have millions of lawyers in the country, we are not dedicating their minds to restorative justice. Not only restorative justice for the people for our country we don't go through injustice, but internally, but restorative justice for the thing we don't happen to our country externally. So many courts in the world that we can be fighting our case, returning what is our own, all our artwork, all our money where Britain don't thief, where America don't thief, where France don't thief, all these big companies, Shell, ExxonMobil, all these fucking big multinationals all over the fucking place. You think they don't owe us money? You think we are not legally, as even as the thief reach? The illegal practices, the environmental damages to our country, the logging, the deforestation, the poisoning of the water, the poisoning of the land, the oil spills everywhere, every time in the Niger Delta. These are legal battles. But we are, instead of fighting this legal, I don't tell you yesterday, say, they know all this battle, I don't like it. Legal battle, the big battle, legal battle, gender war, our first legal war, gender war, our need as na gender war, the yellow shikoko. Somebody they come my page, Akpe and Bona, Akpe and Bona, Akpe and Bona. Davido and whiskey, Davido and whiskey. You know that kind of war I like. Don't we war we no concern now, we know they move our country forward. Do nothing they if we fight that war finish, we not come outside. And war when they say when you fight and finish, we not come outside. It no benefit your life. How is that your business? How can you what will the benefit be? What is another avenue where the classes mix? Where working class and poor people, forget this elite, public school now they talk, we and the poor. We the middle class. Not be tripping all of us won't go, where we say, we they sell our blood to send our children go private school. All of us they owe basic to pay school fees. Many people in my class, they don't move abroad so that their children can go to school abroad. Many of them day here, they borrow money, they sell car, they work hard just to send their children to school abroad. Because Nigerian schools are not safe. We, those of us, should be say we dey struggle to do those things, not be those of us who dey do am with ease. Not be wey dey struggle o. Those wey dey do am with ease, not be wey dey talk about. We that we struggle to do these things. Now we, these public institutions, dey for. Why would I want to pay all this money, working so hard, borrowing money, making calls, all these things that people do to? Why do we have to do that if our public schools were working well? We won't do that. Our children will meet there. All our children will mix. We will be a stronger class. The working class and poor people will have stronger bonds. We will organize easier. Another avenue is sports. Sports unites the working class and the poor. Yeah. Having a vibrant sporting environment in a country. From the audience to, imagine a club, a local club from a neighborhood. Children from that neighborhood, go they try to enter that club, they go they meet for the training of the club. Their ambition will be to play for their first team for that club. Many children will pass through the academy of that club. They will know themselves from there. We, the parents, every time our children play, we have to go and watch. So the parents will be there, they will be meeting, they will be strengthening their bond through the activities of their children. Some of those parents themselves would have played in school together. All these our so-called principal cup that time, we had these things, man. It was there. And they systematically understand that they need to destroy everything. Those stadiums for the teams to play, no investment in our own leagues. Forget football. Football is just one sport. So many great sports that Africans are good at. Swimming, running. I remember when I was small, mobile track and field, I think they call it at that time. National athletic meet for national stadium here for Surulere was one of the most important things that happened for this world for us as Nigerians. Going there to watch all these young athletes from universities running, university games. All these same people, if you give one artist $10 million a year, do you know what $10 million a year will do in Nigerian boxing? Say all these people carry that money, put for boxing for Nigeria. Develop our boxers, when they go to them, go watch them. The vibrancy of that, the connection that builds. They don't want it. Now that thing, what they fear. Somewhere that we can all gather together from all walks of life. From all walks of life. They don't want it for us as African people. As Nigerians, they can never invest in those kind of things. They rather take billions and give to one person. Mean that they hate that one person. Say, see, I give this one person billions. Oh yeah, hate me. These same people can give this to our institutions to strengthen it. If una feel say they go thief the money, put an oversight committee. Yes. Let the people nominate oversight committee. Maybe they watch the money, maybe they no thief am. We'll set the goals for those sports institutions to meet. We'll set the goals that we want them to achieve with this money. Now we put oversight committee where they release the money according to that, according to the goals where they want to meet. This is the job of the elite of a country that are in it together with their people. But now George Weah Pikin is playing for Liberia. He's playing for America. That George Weah was president of Liberia. In Pikin, they play ball for United States of America. I come outside, I talk. Some Nigerians say, shouldn't he want the best for his son? So which person Pikin is supposed to come play for Liberian team if the president doesn't think that that team is the best team in the world? What are they doing with the money that they cannot put it in these things that will bring us together as a people? That will show us too that they are investing in you, because that kind of investment in young people will bring love for their love for the country. They will be dedicated to their country because they will see that this is what their country is doing for them. And it is so easy to do these things. So these will not be hard things. Very easy to do these things, to put these kind of things together. Anyway, we don't do 1 hour almost now today, so I'll have to stop. And I'll continue tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. Maybe my birthday now on Saturday. So it need to be tomorrow, Friday. I don't know. Let me see how it goes, Sha. Let me see how it goes. Let me see how it goes. I'll know the way I'll do the part 2. This one will reach like part 4 before we finish up. But let me stop here. I'll continue with the sports, you know, and also the responsibility of those that have been playing sports abroad. And this sports part is we're going to go to the health of young people, and I'm not even talking about physical health, mental health. What are they doing to the psyche of young Africans? I mean, we cannot even generalize. What is being done to the psyche of young Nigerians? With the way our society and the pressures that young Nigerians are going through, waiting with the impact on our psyche. How is our mental health being addressed? How many Nigerians can afford to see a therapist for some psychoanalysis? How many of us go for psychoanalysis, to go to therapy, to have somebody to talk to? Where are the public institutions to further this kind of discussion? Where does the young man turn to when he's depressed in Nigeria? Where does he go? Where does he turn to if he's feeling bipolar and he's living in Ajegunle or Ikorodu or Ajangbadi or Mowe? What will be the role of our religious institutions in this issue? Are they making it worse? Are they helping? What happens to a small child when you call it a witch? Carry and go to church, they begin to pour water for your head, they treat her like witch, they flog her. The impact, this mental health of young people, what will be the Nigerian state relationship with the health of his young people, most especially their mental health, that one way or the other now goes on to shape the kind of person when they will become when they grow up, when they become when they can't get money or they can't become successful. How does those things that have happened to their mind, how it will take play out in the mind of a rich man now? He's no longer a young 20-something-year-old boy waiting to hustle for street. In hustle don't pay or in job don't pay. Now he's a 35, 45-year-old multi-millionaire living in Lekki. Those things wey don't happen, wetin it go cause for his own psyche? How does it cause him to behave? What is the trauma response? Wetin be the connection of the state to this issue? So we'll deal with this mental, and I'll finish the sports one, linking it to the mental one, because I get gambling from come out. This whole gambling ish that they give all of you as a crutch, we're going to go in there.
tó ẹ mà káàbọ̀ o gbogbo èèyàn olólùfẹ́ wa nínú ilé tẹ̀ ń gbádùn àwọn ètò wa. Ó dẹ̀ dá mi lójú pé òyì tẹ́ wò yìí ẹ ti rí kókó gbámúnú ẹ̀. Ẹ má jẹ́ kí n ṣe wàhálà jù, nítorí pé èmi mọ̀ pé èèyàn ọlọ́gbọ́n olóye gbajúmọ̀ èèyàn lẹ́yìn tẹ̀ wá nílé tẹ̀ ń wo àwọn ètò wa. Ẹ ṣáà máa bá wa ṣàsọwọ́ bá a ṣe mú wá fún yín lẹ́lẹ́yẹ̀yọ. Títí wá dìgbà míì táwọn ìjọba àfojúrin lórí ìkànnì Wo TV pẹ̀lú àkọ́tún ètò gbáǹkọ́gbì míì. Ẹ ti mọ̀ mí kí n má wulẹ̀ dárúkọ ara mi mọ́. Èmi ń lọ, mò ń padà bọ̀. Ẹ̀yin náà ẹ má kó lórí ìkànnì Wo TV, àmọ́ ẹ má bá mi like, ẹ máa share, kẹ́dẹ̀ máa subscribe. Títí wá dìgbà yẹn ń kọ́ ire o.